The way that you make me feel like I've never been felt before. When look in your eyes, I found the one I've been waiting for. I'm feeling electric. Our love is electric. The way that you make me feel like I've never been felt before. I'm feeling electric. Look in your eyes, I found the one I've been waiting for. I'm feeling electric. The way that you make me feel like I've never been felt before. Look in your eyes, I found the one I've been waiting for. I'm feeling electric. Our love is electric. The way that you make me feel like I've never been felt before. I'm feeling electric. Look in your eyes, I found the one I've been waiting for.
It's like
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Monday night edition of the VDC. Hope you've all had a lovely Memorial Day. We're looking to bring you this exciting match between TT Quickfire and the MF Enforcers here in the Apprentice division. I'm Striker, and joining me on the desk today will be Drisk.
Hey, how are you doing today?
Doing well. Had a nice, relaxing day, and I think we'll get the pace will probably be picked up in this match between two teams currently clinging on to playoff spots with a 5-3 record for Quickfire, a 4-4 record for the Enforcers. But these records kind of seem potentially a little bit deceiving, as both teams have some of the higher round win rates in the Apprentice division. So in some ways, they're winning a lot of maps convincingly, but both teams grabbing those big map wins, but then losing some close ones to keep them away from the top of the standings. But as the season progresses, I'm sure they'll look to try to convert these into more 2-0s going forward.
Yeah, definitely. Think these are could be two of the top teams in the tier. So it's interesting to see how they're gonna play out today on this map. And I believe we are actually about to start getting ready to get to bans.
Yeah, it'll be curious to see, what maps these teams have favored as we are into our 5th match day, Just hopefully some favorites are starting to appeal.
I mean, I did get it correct last time. I guess it was going to be a Sunset Lotus. This time I'm going to go for, oh, there goes Lotus. So no Lotus today. I think we're going to have an Ascent split. That's my guess for today.
Some classic Valorant maps. Yeah, the Lotus ban, potentially if you, like, the TT ban, Quickfire bans, I know that Royall, not always the biggest fan of playing Raze maps. This is a good, reasonable, is a competent, good Raze player, but is in love with Jet.
Yeah.
So any Jet map is a Royal favorite.
Whoa, that's why I think we're gonna see him Ascent. I wouldn't be surprised if Breeze somehow gets through. That's a nice little Jet map too. So
It is a nice little Jet map, but is one person's love of a map enough to get it through the ban phase? I feel like if you pulled across all 4 divisions, Breeze has got to be the most hated map, and everyone.
I think people just don't like because of the long angles.
Lotus
there goes split. No split.
No split. Lotus is Breeze is a really good CS map if everyone has smokes and flashes that they can buy. But it just doesn't play Valorant, no split, so. No class, but still has always been a little defender-sided, even with the changes, which I think has made it a little less as we've gone through. Especially with the nerfs to Sage, it's a little easier to stop. Ascent banned as well. TT.
We actually might get a Breeze.
You might actually. Ascent, trying to keep makes sense. If you have this,
they're playing Breeze.
Oh, we could get a Breeze big bind.
Wait, Breeze Icebox? So what's the other map that we haven't picked?
Here's the Sunset pick.
Okay, there's no way they pick Breeze.
I can't imagine they pick Breeze. Unless maybe he's got the pocket.
I feel like them picking Breeze isn't a good idea. I feel like Icebox is a better option for them. Actually, those are both good Jet maps. I'm not gonna lie.
They're both pretty good Jet maps. Pretty strong op maps, but I think it's easier to do up the op on Icebox for sure. And Icebox will be locked in. So Sunset, Icebox, not everyone's favorite maps. I think they're probably the back third of people's views, but maybe these teams have something interesting cooked up for us.
Yeah, kind of surprised on these map bans because I think in most map bans, Icebox and Breeze are like the first 2 to go. So the fact that they both made it all the way through is kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, I feel like someone always at least gets cold feet and bans with like their 3rd or 4th. It is a bit of a game of chicken of who will ban Breeze.
Yeah. Looks like the Quickfire is going to be attacking on Sunset. Or is that defending, actually?
I think it looks like attacking.
Yeah, I think that's attacking. Defending would be a shield, I'm guessing.
This is an interesting map. It's like, do you find both sides liking to attack on their opponent's map picks? I mean, do you consider Sunset to be attacker or defender sided at this point? Because I think it can vary.
It can go either way. I think it depends on your comp for sure. How you want to play it.
How good's your Cypher player?
Yeah, it really depends on like your Cypher really. Like if your Cypher can hold down that B site by himself, that's pretty good. Lurking is pretty important on Sunset in my opinion, as you can, it's like a pretty small map so you can easily rotate. So if you have somebody lurking on another site that gets that space, then it's
a lot of alleys as well, especially when there's 2 ways to lurk into A. I think mid, I think how the teams elect to deal with mid, I think will be a really interesting and determining factor of the map.
Yeah, mid is 100% the most important part on this map.
Because some teams you'll see them, they'll lower the door, they'll put like a trip top mid and be like, this is just not a thing I want to deal with. Other teams will actively try to fight it. and take control of it, and that's like the cornerstone of their attack and their defense. It'll be interesting to see
I
how
think.
both teams approach
Is
this.
this Royall's first game back? I know he had some internet issues. I don't know if he played that Wednesday
He
match.
did play Wednesday. I can confirm because he did beat me 13-0 on Sunset.
Oh, okay. Well,
So we'll see what they do.
I didn't mean to. My bad.
No worries. Look, we still went 1-1, so
Oh, that's good.
yeah, we beat them on ice.
It always seems like a lot of teams in the Apprentice here have been getting it's like a 13-0, a 13-1, and then the next team is like very close and they lose or something. Like,
Yeah, I think you just lose just like that little edge of focus because you just assume like they got to be mentally shattered, and I think a lot of the teams have really good resilience and a lot of get back to like, no, we're not gonna do that. You know, no one beats us that much again, and I think.
So what's your prediction gonna be for this first map? What do you think is gonna take this first one?
That's. I think I'm gonna have to go with Enforcers. I think.
Think so?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, when a team 13-0s, you kind of want them to win it, so it makes you feel like reasonable. Like, yeah, they beat us on this map. They're good on this map, but it'll be interesting.
I personally haven't played against this Enforcer team. I have played against this Quickfire team though.
Yeah, I got that opposite for you.
I did play against them. I know Hermes actually was on our team during preseason, and he just got signed on Wednesday, I think, last week. So interesting to see how he's gonna play his team. He has a really good aim. I will say that. So I want to see how he do. I think it's gonna be. I know Royall is another name to look out for on the side of Enforcers. Big fragger.
Big fragger, highly regarded, very deadly with an op. So I think if the op gets into Royall's hands, it's going to be one of the real linchpins is going to be how good is TT at dealing with an op. Like, do they bring the correct utility pieces to handle this problem?
I do think the X factor for this game is going to be Well though. If Well can can do some surprising stuff, I'll say. So, but if Well has a good game, they can easily win this map. I'm gonna go with Quickfire for this map though.
I like it. I think it's like based on like look at their 4-4, 5-3, very similar round win percentages. This feels like a very 50-50 matchup. I kind of expect the end result to be 1-1.
This Phoenix pick is a little surprising if this goes through.
It could, yeah.
Silva is also surprising. You don't see Silva
there's
too
some
often.
tight angle spaces, which I think Phoenix can be useful for, but you really have to plan around it, and you have to make that change. Like you do have to bring that Sova that we see Kraisin on. You need something to break that Cypher utility.
Yeah. So what I'm guessing is Bent isn't the best on Raves. So that's why they're going for the Silva approach instead.
Maybe you can also just go with that Jet approach, play these aggressive offsets, but you know, an extra set of flashes as well is nice, but especially when you're running that Sova, you're not running like a double flash initiator, which you'll see.
Yeah. MF got the jet thing down.
Jet Lotto. Now here comes the real locking in.
Oh, a fade. Okay.
I think Fade still got really good use on this map. It's not quite a breach util, but like still it's got the good intel. It's good alt for retake on both sides.
Fade is a really good character if you got the lineups for her. So.
And Royall just feels like he's gonna try to get an op in his hand and really test their ability to get him off those angles.
So we're gonna have the Quickfire on offense here, and then Enforcers on defense. See how these setups go, and try to see how the Cypher sets up.
Yeah, it will be interesting. I mean, one thing I'd notice about this comp for MF won't be as noticeable now as they're starting on defense, but they don't have a really good option to break that Cypher utility.
No, they got a Silver Dart.
That's Quickfire has that.
Oh, my bad. Oh, yeah.
But, you know, they are starting on defense, so it will be less of a problem. And we're setting up for a Cypher lurk mid here coming out of Quickfire. The other 4 players are setting up for an A take. Gecko Flash and darts are being traded back and forth. People pinged on both sides. They know they are coming. Orb is being collected. Smokes coming down. They're
Just
not
gonna
committing.
leave Cypher at
Yeah,
B.
one is working up into mid now. Working their way. Still trying to keep a decent defensive shape. Are the enforcers. Most players now are into mid. Smoking top mid, but they are seeing damage traded, but not a lot. Spamming through the smokes at each other.
Like,
No
Quickfire
deep
has sold
commitment.
this fake
They're trying
greatly.
to.
They're all
Yeah,
over there.
they are.
And,
They're all grouping up. Explosion could be coming. How will they deal with this Cypher trip?
they're
Cam
just gonna have
is
to run through
watching.
and shoot it.
Fade Eye comes out. Smokes come out. They have to figure something is about to happen. Trying to reposition a trip. Sees the gun barrel. Sees 2.
Camera taken out.
Cam is broken.
Here comes the rotation.
Woman blind. Woman blind coming in. Trip comes in. I think that break. Oh, but a second trip has been replaced. They think they've broken it, but it still might be there. They're being delayed. The rotates are coming in. Here comes the 5-person take. Kraisin gets that first pick spent, and Hermes also getting one as well. Fortnite collects one onto 8. Very quickly into a 1 versus 5, and Hermes gets their second. A flawless pistol round for the 4TT.
It's the only thing that went wrong with there is just, they just didn't have the information to know that they were in B main right there. Just
Yeah,
the
no,
rotation wasn't there, so they just got overwhelmed on site.
Yeah, their patience, keeping that good defensive shape, just kind of bit him there. Like really good execution. Gunfights were won. First round on the board. Keeping the same shape now.
This should do.
Not gamble stacking aside.
That goes there.
Drag is now going to put a cam that sees into B main so they can get that info now.
Yeah, working their way now up A. Door is closed immediately by Cheerleader, but it is immediately broken back by Hermes. So these 2 players kind of working mid, holding for that push out though, is the Cypher.
Cover going out.
3 players now rotating back into mid. One way kind of discouraging that A push. Everyone's just kind of playing back, playing for information. Here are the defenders. Trying to potentially go into a little bit of a little flood retake maybe with these classics. They're coming back over to B, smoking top mid again. You can position. Hasn't seen one yet, but we'll see him soon. Does collect. See that first player. Sees at least maybe 2 in there, at least, but probably assuming everyone is with that Cypher. Molly's being thrown, trying to delay. Oh, working their way in is Hermes, gets the first pick. This will enable the execute. Gets tagged up, and Hermes is in there again for their second on the round. Royall, though, will trade them back. Spent ace. All down 2 versus 4. Spent gets another.
Spike planted.
All on Delsym. Util, but just a classic and a dream. Drone coming in. That will reveal them. Angles are being held. Spent will collect their third, and that is
Not much you can do there. I mean,
no.
it's around you're expected to lose, so.
Yeah, got one, did some shield damage, but dangerous bonus round coming up as they will have this Phoenix ult to help them exact.
I hope they will utilize that this round. Especially,
Yeah.
Phoenix, was it 7 orbs now? Or
It's only
is it-
6 still.
It's still 6? Okay,
It's
wow.
still-
So, yeah.
I mean, it's really
Yeah,
kind
we
of the
definitely
definitive.
use that a
That goes
lot.
here. Ah, this is
Yeah,
nice,
it's
but
kind of
that
the
goes
definitive
there.
part of the kit. It feels like.
I really
Eyes
thought it was
coming
up to
out.
7. I don't play Phoenix like that, so.
Nah, not a popular choice still, but here they are aggressing up into elbow. It's like this is where they're going to invest this Phoenix ult. It feels like here it is.
There it goes.
Storming
It's the
onto
Phoenix
site, they
ult.
are giving for the retake. Oh, but Delsym has to try to find some on site. They sees one, but the ult is traded, but still the kill is landed onto Delsym. 4 versus 5. Royall now fighting out of this back alley area. Gets the molly, gets away from the damage, does a little bit of damage there onto the Phoenix. Spent. Kraisin trying to arrow it away. Spike will go down by the wingman. Trips being set up for the post plant. 4 versus 5 into the post plant. Retake will now need to come out.
Here.
Thinks he sees one. Oh, but there's that trip. Sees the trip, breaks the trip. Are they aware? of their counterpart, hiding in this tight angle. Don't clear it, and Will gets 2 versus 5, all on
Last
Royal
player
and
standing.
Cheerleader. Fortnite Legend collects Cheerleader. He's all onto Royal. Gets 1, but cannot get any more. The wallbang from Spent.
Strong start from the Quickfire. Nice little bonus right there, getting it done. Closing it out.
Bringing 4 rifles into this round. Bank beginning to build. Quickfire jumping out to a early lead here. Spent leading the charge, 6-0.
And if you look at Quickfire, they've done 3 completely things so far. They did a fake A to B on pistol, then they went straight B, then they went straight A right there. So really switching it up, giving enough some problems.
Yeah, utilities coming out, trying to play aggressively into mid, taking space is Royal. They're kind of aware of it, spamming through first contact. Hermes collects ace. Take a little damage, but not a lot. 2 players here just trying to hold this tight angle. Kraisin gets Delsym. They're pushing out on that flank. A lot of players mid here, Royal. Will get both their knife out, but only has a few bullets.
Oh my god.
And will clean it up.
I thought he was about to get that kill. That'd been crazy.
Just, you know,
I got your back.
a bigger mag, and
You
that
know,
is
from the front.
that's 2 kills with the Spectre. We'll say
Let me buy an extended clip for my stinger.
30 round stinger. You'll be aimed at the move by the time you're done shooting. All right, though, but Royal, as we kind of mentioned pregame, now has the operator in their hand and will be looking to blunt the quick fire attack with this. Trying to take an aggressive angle here over to A.
To the right spot. That's where they are.
That's where they're setting up.
Here.
Some players have been going mid every round to support Whale, though.
Have to
Once
shoot
again,
this dart.
Oh, Dart does tag, but they just take
Oh,
oh,
good
gets annihilated
shot,
by Spent. Oh, very quickly into a 4 versus 5.
You did
The
good.
op is down.
Shot my
Delsym
wingman.
is on site.
I got you.
Has to fight a war potentially here. Ace has rotated over to help him, but they're content to take that pick and leave. Working now into mid, all 5 grouping now, still holding that back spawn is Whale. They're working their way across. Cam trying to watch, smoke comes up to top mid. Drag rotating back into, rotates are coming in, but not committing. Not a lot of information available for the enforcers. Dart will come in. I think that will be heard. Might reveal something. Rotates are now coming in towards B side, but once again, lurking up in through mid is Hermes.
My ultimate's
Orb is
ready.
collected, Spent with the Phoenix ult again. Back to back.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, this is
Almost. Flashing through, runs into that first trade. They do break the cage.
30
Phoenix
seconds
ult.
left.
Clearly util. Spent gets 1, breaks the dog. Can't get the second, but a lot of damage has been done to Ace. 3 versus 5.
Monster on the
On
loose.
here. Here it comes. Catches
Oh,
the flank though,
nice.
does drag. Legend though gets Delsym.
One enemy
2 versus
remaining.
4. 1 versus 4. All on drag. Some damage getting spammed through. Goes down, Spent, collects their 3rd on the round.
I'm gonna expect a timeout here from
You think this hot start continues from Spent, now 10-0.
it's gonna be a no and a timeout.
They might just kind of run some eco. Maybe they'll take the timeout heading to the next rifle round. The bank is just enormous right now for Quickfire.
What everybody wants. Let's go thrift shop.
Couple sheriffs and a Spectre, some pistol spies coming out. They're gonna look to do some damage to these
goes
big
here.
irons. Kind of a default holding, looking for some aggression. Royal does pop the knives and walk out. Takes that first, but Legend shuts them down. Quickly into a 4 versus 5. Some damage done, but the blind comes in. Ace gets to get pushed off and is seen, and Well cleans them up easily. 3 versus 5. Dart comes in. Oh, Cheerleader somehow avoids it. They do hear the gun. They swing on into him. The double swing works. Spent gets another. Drag tapping with the sheriff. Damage, but not finding any kills.
Standing.
Legend gets another. It's on to Delsym, who does get 1. Gets 2. That's spiked down.
Spike down mid.
1 versus 3. One player is 1 shot. The other 2, not so
Drop that
much.
and get out of there.
That's the Thrash. Probably not going to invest it. If they can get somewhere to recover a gun, This 1v3 does become a little easier, but the plant is going to go down. 2 players are stacking mid,
Spike
defending
planted.
the guns.
Yeah,
Now
they
working their
don't
way
want them
in.
to have it.
No. This is a lot harder with the sheriff. Kraisin requires the clean headshot. Well, should go down to just a body. The way they check these corners is important. Oh, they pulled the knife out. Oh no! The dream was
Yo,
there
the
for a
timings
second.
on that is insane.
They both had terrible timing, and then some panicked shots. 6 rounds now in a row.
The crazy part about it is he didn't see him. He could have took like 10 years and shot that shot, but he just didn't know. Like it was just nerves hit him. There's the timeout.
Yeah, absolutely. Timeout now, activating. Rifles now back into their hands. What changes do you think they're talking about? What do they gotta change up to get around on the board?
I think they gotta go. You might want to try switching up the cipher setup as like for maybe switch sites with them. They need to take space mid. I feel like that's one of their problems. They're kind of just giving up that mid space. They get smoked off and then they just have it. So maybe have somebody push up mid, take a little bit of space from mound or from I'm not mound from market side. Just get into there. That would be my guess. But really, even some flanks because they haven't been putting cipher trips on flank actually. I know they don't know that, but try and get some flanks in there. Try working the map a little bit, catch them off guard.
Yeah, absolutely. Or just these break, you just push and you break the cipher trip if it's there. It does like make them have to be concerned about it, and not just all face towards the site.
Yeah.
All
Right.
right.
Now, I would probably set up for a retake though. With my gecko.
Yeah, I feel like A is so easily like retakeable. I would just be playing for Venom B, and I'd just be content playing retake for A.
I have my cipher put like a cam down. Just have it there. Don't never touch it.
And Royall immediately gets geckoed off. Cannot use the ult. Holds the corner. Does though get that first pick onto Spent and gets out. MF Cheerleader collects Hermes, wins that Omen battle mid. Finally, a little more mid control. 3 versus 5. Royall repositioning top mid. Oh, there might walk into this op yet again. Could be unfortunate for Kraisin. It's both. Royall collects Kraisin, does get some shots into him, but gets the dash and will get out again. 5 versus 2. A clean round would be so good for this fractured economy. Ooh, that legged Legend
Was that a collapse?
as well.
Yeah.
I think it was a collapse,
Yeah,
but it was
that's
only
crazy.
through a wall and into the leg. They survive with 32 HP, but that just dies to any body shot now. Both players now in mid. Patient game is now coming out. They can't really afford to chase these kills as the money for TT is just massive and their economy is so fragile. They just need a clean round. Holding these angles.
If I'm well, no, we are 4-0, but
30
you need to
seconds
try and
left.
get a kill or die here so you can get your ult.
Yeah, it is so well, and you're so rich if you're them, honestly. Like, I wouldn't have to worry about buying.
Yeah, you don't even. Yeah, just go try and find a kill or something and get your ult for next round.
If you could kill those, you could just like kill that op and make it that unrecoverable.
10
That does
seconds
so
left.
much damage. They might just be content to save, maybe talk about what went wrong. And very much the enforcers are just really not willing to chase this, knowing that preserving a flawless round with no guns lost
They're
is
trying
just
to bait
so
him into the
important.
up. Oh god!
Oh, gets one.
Let's bring it back.
Didn't get the op though.
Did
That
not
would've
get
been
the op.
huge.
It would have been. Let's build a little bank, but they have two
Okay.
people. A couple people will have to buy light shields here. Not that that
It
matters.
seems like
because
whatever
full
they
rifle
talked about
sets.
during that timeout worked.
Yeah.
So
Op.
let's see if they keep it to it.
Royall guessing appears to have guessed correctly again with this op. First contact attempts to be taking, but there's a lot of Utah that could force Royall off. Dart comes in, steps out of the dart, gets revealed, just dashes out on his way. Little reposition.
I actually think he could have held that angle.
I thought
It's
I
even
totally
better.
get the lack of aggression, but I thought they would have
Yeah.
held the angle. You have the dash, almost use the ping as bait, but getting out and being alive is still good. Mid is tops, coming has been smoked.
Bring them down.
Players are working their way up mid. Oh, one is found, but do they know that
They
all
don't know
3 of
all
them
of
are
them are
pushing?
mid.
Drag is about to be in a world of hurt. Pops the cage, playing tight now. to that trip. Ace trying to take it to new sees it. Obito coming in. Little tag out Ace. They'll get out. Top mid now being held by the op.
I'll find you.
Here comes that Fade Eye. It is immediately broken. Smoke's coming in. All these players congregating in mid. Currently being contained. A site pretty much given up. Will they rotate away? But the spike is pretty deep in mid here. Omen,
30 seconds
Omen
left.
Hermes is getting so deep. Did they hear that? Are they aware? The party is headed over towards A.
Oh, they have no idea where this is
Delsym
at.
knows, but I don't think they know how deep Hermes is.
Somebody's there.
Shouldn't matter now though off the timing. Royall is holding for that back swing out. Delsym trying to find a pick through the smoke, spamming away. Like is very open. A little bit of damage traded, but we're into a 5 versus 5 retake. A lot of great. They still have this thrash for retake. Oh, Royall will collect spent. 5 versus 4, time ticking away. You figure the thrash is gonna come out. The Cypher's trading kills back and forth. 3 versus 4. Big Omen blind. Drag gets another though. But Hermes gets 1. 3 versus 2. Spike is tapped.
Oh,
Kraisin gets Royall. Hermes gets
it's
Cheerleader.
holding it.
Hermes gets
Hermes.
a third. 7th round on the board. Op down. Money once again is tight.
I will survive them.
With the Phantom, not a very popular gun choice anymore.
No, but it does. You know, the Phantom difference is means two things. It's the 140 headshot, but it's also when you hit the big spray transfer that only the Phantom can do. But it is definitely not a popular gun amongst most of the player base. But you do have a couple noteworthy players, especially in Apprentice, who are Phantom believers. Once again, the Royall with this op.
Sit here, just sit here. That's
Stay,
what
gotta
I
be
want him to
committed.
do.
Stay committed. Oh, but he whiffs in between 3 of them.
Joke's
Could have been a
over.
huge threat. Oh, here comes that ult immediately. They are flooding sight off of this pick. They run it back, letting him get so much space. Knifing through. Trying to, oh, just runs out. But Spike is down. He's into a 5. Oh, here comes their Thrash. Here comes the other. Oh, here it goes. The retake all storming in. Thrash comes in. Hermes will get collected. They're all 3 in that backside. It's tough to do. Spent gets 1. 3 versus 3. Omen Blind is coming in. 1 is blinded, but the Molly comes on. Standing back and forth. Wingman is on it though. Wingman is off it. Dark comes in as well. They break it. Trying to have some sticks. Spraying back through. Cheerleader gets 1. Keep it in, but Kraisin gets 1. He's looking at 2 versus 2. Time is just so low. Oh, gets the classic. Oh, this can't find one. Gets another. There's only no time.
Bro,
Kill.
he TP'd right next to somebody, and I don't know what happened after that.
There's a lot of gunfire going on. I think they ran out of bullets and had to use a classic, which was unfortunate, and they just couldn't get the kills they needed as the one player pushed through that smoke and cleaned up the player on the spike.
They were shooting that classic like it was a Vandal.
That goes there.
A little bit. Back onto the save
This
now
goes here.
are the Enforcers. Secret weapons coming in. More of a B and mid lane again. Immediately smoking off top mid. Marshall's coming through, but getting 1 is Cheerleader, but immediately traded back by Spence. And that 1 rifle they had is in such like an unrecoverable place.
He is spamming through that smoke.
Royall trying to work up on this flank though. I don't think they're tripped off.
They haven't put any trips down.
No, only held an A trip there. Royall just kind of waiting though.
He thinks there's a trove.
Definitely does, but needs to shut out. You can suss out that audio cue. They're not there. They will be doing a take here.
Oh my God! Look at Phoenix.
And gets dragged. Now pushing. Oh no. Oh, that's such a.
Oh no.
It's fine. Whoa, that's a real stinger at range moment. Didn't ABS at all. But 2 rifles have been recovered in this 3 versus 2. They'll need to make some magic happen here. Looking to get this 2nd round on the board. Do you have
They got the
Sova ult?
Too. They got
I don't know. The Sova ult is gonna make this so much harder.
They got Wingman too.
Yeah.
So they can force the Sova off with that.
They're playing so far back.
Oh, he's gonna peek this. They're not gonna use it.
They're not even checking.
1 enemy remaining.
Cleaning that up is Kraisin. 9th round on the board.
I don't even know what to say. It's just a pure dominance right now.
Yeah, no, Quickfire, very quick on the draw this map, and they have built up
They're
so much
quickly
momentum.
firing
They are
through these
just
rounds.
running
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
And the Enforcers so far have been unable to enforce their will on this map. Alright, that's it for the puns. Alright though, rifles now back in their hands. They'll try to enact that 9-3 curse. Spent though. It's just been a wrecking ball on attack. All leaning for a big A hit. Oh, you can see at least 2 were tagged up there by Delsym. The arrow's gonna reveal. Delsym, I think, needs to get out. Like, they're just gonna get run over. Getting 2 is their best case, and that's just not worked out for them well. Here comes the Phoenix ult again. Gets blinded. Tapped. Oh, but good trade. You know what? Delsym gets one, but immediately is tagged back. Here comes the Sova ult. Tries to get up, and Hermes will clean him up, but Spent gets another one onto Ace as well. Sova ult delaying him. Spike will go down low. Playing on top of the box. Can't get Spent. Stemming through the smoke at each other's drag and Kraisin. Damage being traded. Oh, and so low now. 2 versus 4. Another tough retake. Hermes playing on top of that box. 2 players in back elbow. Kraisin just kind of playing offsite with that Sova util. Time ticking away. Are they going to commit or do you just save here? It's an interesting dilemma. Oh, Dragon's trying to make something of it. Oh, catches the timing. But
Trying to get
it up as well. Drag gets another. Oh, but cannot find the third. 10 rounds now on the board.
Last round in the half.
All right.
I don't even know. Like, I'm trying to think of what they can do, and it's.
You know, sometimes if someone is 19-5 through the first 11 rounds, you just have to tip your cap. And just go, wow, you're honestly really good right now.
Yes. Yeah, they are shooting good. There's been a lot of whoops on the side of MF too, I will say. So.
Yeah, I don't think MF has played a tactically incorrect game.
Yeah.
They just have not won gunfights, and that just happens sometimes.
It'd be like that.
Yeah. At this point, you just try to work your mental, and it's not over exactly yet, but you gotta stay calm. Ooh, missed the util. Royall does play this, gets 1 kick in the second. That was great damage. Good trade by Ace. That is the first kill trade advantage now.
Oh, they know Hermes
pushing out. They have spike control.
Blinded.
You're blind.
Blinded. Oh, through the
my.
cage. Where was this luck? The front of this half. 4 versus 2.
Yeah, these guys are aware.
Oh, but they have the Omen ult. Now it gets the spike. Spent has worked their way pretty deep again. We'll be looking for even more.
Oh, this on.
Somebody just get off. Now back into that smoke. Playing aggressively on this tight angle. This Phoenix Flash in this scenario is really hard to deal with as he sprays down 2. And now working that flank. It's all on Ace, who only has a hair 5 HP in a dream, but only needs 2 headshots to win this round. Oh, gets some damage, but another 4K from Spent. 23 kills.
Was it
almost 2 kills.
Switching
Almost
sides.
2 kills per round. That is an insane half from Spent.
Or use a gun, whichever.
All right.
He's really trying to make himself known as one of the top players here, huh?
Yep. You know, the beauty, if you don't have the comfort pick duelist reigning supreme, you don't need the meta duelist, you can just murder them. All right, here, Spent looking to take
just
an
out
fight.
him.
Just it's a shooter. You know.
Viable strategy.
Sometimes you just gotta follow the golden rule. Shoot the people, don't get shot by the people. Spent. Swinging out. Oh, sees it. Oh, takes some tag damage, is gonna get out. Here, they're storming in. But they don't have a great way of dealing with this Cypher trip, though. Blinds being traded. Oh, they broke this trip.
No.
Keeping on. They're all just hiding out of this flash, and they swing through. Spent gets 1. Trading back though, Royall and Ace getting 2 of their own. 3
Spike
versus
planted.
4. Spike does go down.
Oh.
Ace gets spent for their second
Last
round.
player
Ace
standing.
gets their third.
4K, 4K, 4K.
Fortnite Legend. They're just spamming. They know where they are. Royall wants blood. Gonna catch the timing. Can't fit.
Oh.
There you go. Second round on the board. Comeback. Potentially their dreams of a comeback start with that pistol round, but it's still quite the mountain to climb.
Hey, they got 10 rounds. What do you got? 10 rounds on
You got 11 rounds. They need to get
They
11.
can do it. Enforcers can do it. They did it. Like, you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They've proven they can win 12 rounds in a row on this map, and so they'll 13 rounds in a row. So they'll need to do that now. Certainly in the realm of possibility. All right, now leaning up 3 players A, 2 players mid, 3 players mid, 2 players A. Kind of holding, taking aggressive mid control here. 4 players stacked on B, now beginning to rotate off. Holding now is Royall.
The Gecko
does
solo
expire.
is a choice.
Both, so MF was doing that as well. I like their util is really good for that, but I feel like a lot of the times they'll stay too deep. But Gecko here now has actually now they're storming out top mid. Ace gets one with the Guardian. Royall gets another onto Fortnite Legend. Ace site is very free here. Royall is battling, gets one, gets 3. All on Spent, trying to make this round expensive. Oh, catches drag, collects
Spike
drag.
planted.
1 versus 4. Gun down.
Dare I
Just
say
holding.
this is
He's
dual?
so aware of this Royall flank. Oh.
Oh. Should have never said anything.
Caster curse. No, still, this could get right. This could just be a right.
Oh,
It's
imagine.
another. But Royall collects their 4. Oh, man.
Imagine he just flips over a little bit. It says on the body.
That got pretty
That was a little
expensive.
scary. Yeah.
Got I think about pretty expensive round 2 here. Bonus round coming in. They do have Royall with this rifle. Question is, do they just try to get knives onto Royall and transfer this rifle over onto another player?
That might be the smart option. You can get this B orb pretty free. So
Yeah, I think they're all stacking here over onto this B side. That might be the play.
or maybe he still goes for it to drop it after he gets it.
Dart coming. Space being taken A now. Oh, they're just aggressing. Working through. Still have to do up these trips. Trying to break them. They do break him. Playing passive. Oh, she goes through his cheerleader. Oh, well, gets 2. Spraying through the cage. Big kill. That is Royall down. 3 versus 5. And one of their precious rifles is down on site.
Nice little skin too.
Yeah. Holding now. Round has slowed down a bit. Holding this ton of tight angle. Hermes, Fortnite Legend watching mid. Oh, might catch drag here. Just jump spotting away. Oh, that's unfortunate timing. Drag will Cade gets some damage, but we'll just back out. Kraisin moving to support. Drag wandering mid. Players now starting to leave B main. Still being held there by Spent. Rounds slowing down, leading to work. Contact fought, taking Kraisin wins that fight out onto drag. 5 versus 2.
30 seconds
Players
left.
have worked them in. Delsym and Ace will need to come up massive for their team. Spent 1 away from ult yet again. Hermes just waiting here for them. Here's them tumbling. Do they check it? They don't.
Remaining.
And the spray comes in. Hermes. Can they get another? They cannot. Delsym does trade it out, but it's 1
10
versus
seconds left.
4. 10 seconds left. Just needs to try to save this rifle. But the flash comes in from Spent.
Spent 27 and 7.
Match
The
point.
next closest person is 13 in the whole lobby.
Yep, Royall and Hermes with 13 apiece. Yeah. Spent is on one.
I said, what was the X Factor? That was a typo. I meant to say Spent.
Yeah, Spent is carrying the day with just some individual firepower that just, when someone's on this much of a heater, it is tough to deal with.
Yeah.
Jet knives will be popped. Royall working mid alone. Other 4 players now holding for some aggression on that A side. They are walking up though. Kraisin might be willing to oblige them. Could walk into something here. Spent gets 1. Kraisin gets 1. Delsym right back. Legend and Ace trading back and
Spike
forth, but
down
Spent
A.
has the ult. And that, oh no, but the knives will turn off the ult. Royall runs out of knives, just has a Spectre in his hand.
You got
3
owl?
versus 2, gets a Guardian. Ace collects Spent,
I
2
got the
versus
spike.
2. Spike has been recovered. Oh, the
How
pinch
is
is coming
Omen
in here.
alive?
Whale working this flank. Here's
One enemy remaining.
Oh, Hermes gets
Nice
ace. It's
shot.
all on Royall and a 1 versus 2. 51 HP. Could take one
And
body
one's
shot.
right
Oh,
behind
it's a
them.
fake TP. Whale is still pushing. Although does have the spike. Needs to isolate some 1v1 very quickly. But Whale is there to clean up the
Defenders
round
win.
and the map. 13-3. This map goes to Quickfire in dominant fashion.
Very dominant indeed. That's one of those games where you happy your teammate went crazy, but it was a very boring game for you because you did nothing.
Absolutely spent 5 first bloods, 436 ACS.
It's not a record, is it?
I don't. It's got to be pretty close, you would imagine.
I have to
28
get somebody
kills
to
and-
check on that for
28
the
kills in
this year.
16 rounds. Hermes and Royals.
5 first bloods.
Yeah. 5 first bloods. Really controlling the pace. Royall and Hermes next on the board with 248 ACS a pop. So now we really dominant map. I feel like both teams had good ideas, and it was just the raw shooting of Quickfire, particularly Spent, really just carried that round, and we'll see if Spent can carry that into our next map. As the Enforcers will look to quickly regroup and return the favor as we head to Icebox.
Interesting seeing that. I believe we're going to be heading to a 5-minute break, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Alright, so after this little 5-minute break, we'll be back and we're going to get you guys into this Icebox.
I scream into the void. Your voice infects my every dream. I scream into the void. The words you cast still reign supreme.
everyone for that 5-minute break. Hope you got some water, hydrated, used the bathroom. As we
got me some food.
Excellent. We kind of reflect on a dominant performance there from Quickfire, taking a 13-3 map victory on Sunset, led by Spent, dropping 28 kills with a 436 ACS. Really leading the charge on that off-meta Phoenix pick, as we now begin to head towards Icebox. What does MF need to do to rebound?
Yeah, he really proved me wrong with that Phoenix pick. I was kind of surprised he picked it. I was like, probably not the best pick, and then he went and dropped 28, so he shut me up. So I won't question
at least
him
you
no
picked them to. At least you picked them to win the map.
I did pick them to win the map, though. Yeah. Out of tradition for this next map, I'm gonna have to go with the enforcers though, because usually after somebody gets blown out like that, the next map is pretty close.
Yeah, it's feeling like a close win the other way, so I'm gonna stick with my 1-1 thought as the final score of this map. As enforcers will look to reset that mental and make some adjustments in their play style to counteract what the Quickfire have been doing and try to impose their style of Valorant as we head into Icebox.
Do you
What are your
think,
thoughts?
you think Smith's gonna pull another Phoenix?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I think
I feel like Phoenix is way better on this map than it is on Sunset.
there are a lot of right angles for Phoenix flashes, for sure.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. What were you about to ask me?
I was just like, what are your thoughts on just like Icebox in general? Do they kind of load into these?
I'm a big fan of Icebox. I'm interested to see how they played. I think this map is best played with a double controller comp. So either
Yeah,
with, like,
I think you could. I almost like.
Viper, Omen, Viper Clove.
I think Viper Club is really good. I almost prefer. I think a zero duelist comp has a lot of legs here. I think if you run like aggressive and you run like that Clove and you let them be like a quasi duelist alongside like maybe like a KO or.
Just lock in Reyna? I'm not questioning it. He did just drop
guess.
28, so.
Yeah, I mean, Reyna can also be pretty good on this map. Take these fights and just yeet around a corner.
No, we were about to have 2 Reynas.
Double duel. We get double duels versus double duelist. Single Viper being shown by both. Hermes now onto the Stova. Well, still saying that true to their Sentinel roots. Onto KJ. Kraisin playing the Viper.
Yeah, so I really love KJ on Icebox. KJ can really help spread them out. Can really help spread them out. So I think KJ is a good pick on this map.
Yeah, really is like one of the better util for holding mid, like not letting people walk up.
But now on the side of MF, they're gonna have to have somebody just watching mid the whole time. Whereas yeah, KJ you just have the turret on.
Yeah, they are running zero Sentinel, double duelist, double initiator. They got a lot of flashes, but definitely lending towards aggression. Maybe they just felt like they got to do something to take control of the pace. You know, that methodical, quickfire style. Maybe they think that we can just be, you know, faster and more aggressive.
There's also the chance that MF didn't really practice Icebox, so they don't really know what comp they're running.
We'll see, but sometimes, you know, you get a vibe. Maybe it's just like you get the vibe thoughts like, oh, this is the comp for us, I know it. And you get that confidence. They are stacking up onto that A side. Viper potentially set up to lurk. Looking at Viper as your single controller does have its risks, as you can lose your smokes player, or it's harder to deploy the Viper wall where you want it.
Well is going crazy with this Wukong stake.
Someone's got a knife with a good enough animation. It's great. It's also a trap. All right, Viper wall coming out for B, pushing up here. I'm walking. Spento takes his first contact, picks right back off where they left off, getting away with the kill. 4 versus 5. Oh, Royall does encounter the turret. Working out. Whale does get tagged out. Dog comes in, does stun him, but the flood retake is there. Whale gets one. Legend gets one as well. Whale gets another.
Spike down
Ace
A.
trades him out, but it's a 1 versus 4. Legend cleans it up.
I'm kind of confused on what happened with Sky on B. I think I don't know if they went to the wrong site or they kind of just they just W keyed.
They got. I think what happened was they dogged through. They didn't see anyone, and they did tag Whale there with the Trailblazer, but the double flood from Fortnite Legend, and Hermes was just there to kind of cut him off at the pass. Well, looks like we're getting a 5-person mid. Oh, that Dart doesn't catch him. Oh, Shock Dart comes through.
Oh, too far.
Oh, but they're spamming through. Legend collects. Drag. Legend collects. Cheerleader. Very quickly, 3 versus 5. Legend collects Ace. Very quickly, a 2 versus 5. We're gonna get the spike down at least, but it's gonna leave a lot to do for Royall and
Last player
Delsym.
standing.
Hermes with the big iron. Hammers out Royall. Hammers out Delsym with 2 clean sheriff shots. Second round on the board. So far, Quickfire has kept that same energy.
I'm surprised that's how they played that post plant. Even though they don't have the guns for it, but kind of just like straight up challenge them instead of trying to get some picks to get the guns out their hand.
Yeah, or like hide a right angle and just try to right click them or something.
Okay, we know the drill. Stick to your roles and we'll crush it.
Feels almost potentially like a must-win rifle round here for MF. And they just need to do whatever they can to not let this snowball again as their attack.
Yeah, if they lose
pretty
this, I think
attacker-sighted.
if they lose this, I feel like they're gonna start thinking about what happened last map, and they didn't get that out of their mind.
Yeah. Keep throwing this Viper Wall B, just aggressing. Oh, but Delsym gets that pick onto Legend.
Turrets destroyed.
Dogging through, taking space, retaking. Doesn't appear to be being played well. Gets up on top of 410. Breaks out, working their way through. Both duelists taking aggressive angles. Drag, taking the fights. They're all congregating here. Couple 2 screens. Some players working their way around. Oh, Spent is
Spike
working
planted.
a flank. The no sentinel. Are they aware? They gotta be aware. Oh, 2 of them are walking with Drag, kind of runs in, but gets the flick.
Enemy kill.
Royall trades back onto Delsym. Whale though gets Royall in return.
Last player
2.
standing.
Cheerleader gets Whale. It's all on Kraisin. Drag will clean it up.
Drag is going crazy. That was a great shot out of Drag.
Yeah, big round.
That low-key
Three
might have won
rifles.
them that round, that shot.
Yeah, 3 rifles saved. Should be able to force up some light armor rifles here. Oh, but the op already in Fortnite Legend's hands. You're gonna need to be good with your util, or this op could stop them stone cold, dead in their tracks. Finally going with their Viper Wall on B. I understand the idea of trying to condition with the Viper Wall, but when it's your only piece of smoky util, it feels wild to kind of invest at B every round. But here they are, flashing, dashing through.
Found them.
Working their way up. The dart will catch one. But it's just the Viper who is holding. They're engaging. Dog is coming. Oh, the orb will treat it. Oh, and Spec gets one. Kraisin gets one as well. Royall, though, will trade back onto Spent. 3 versus 4. Spike should go down as they're all going to have to rotate in and play retake. But it's going to be numbers advantage. One player is low, though. Kraisin. Oh, and the op rings out and collects Royall. It's now a 2 versus 4. Post plant getting so much harder. They're both just stuck yellow. No smokes. This op back in Snowman. The dart coming in is broken. Doesn't ping him. Molly's coming in. Swings in. The op rings out again. Collects ace. Whale is holding the spike. Oh, in so many mollies. Whale cleans up that kill onto Delsym. Whale gets
Where did
the
that
orb.
KJ Molly land? I feel like it was like on the box, no?
Might have been a pre-placed molly, or landed on top. Yeah, those KJ mollies kind of go down deeper than you think they should. It's like kind of like a tall square box attack, despite the animation being a circle. But if you look at the way they're manifested in the game state, they're squares.
Alarm bot out.
So a little wild, but still pretty reasonable buy. Royall, only one with the sheriff, is 2 off those jet knives. They do have to contend with this op still. Money a little fragile for both teams.
Placing
Working
swap
up
grenade.
A, this wall still B. Here comes the KO ult. Blind comes in. Damage done. Having to push in now. Oh, Royall wins the swing. Gets themselves an op for free. Hermes though will trade back on a drag 4 versus 4. KO ult will run its course as we get into the post plant. Royall needs 1 kill to get the dash back. It breaks the Gerard. Oh, needs to get out though. Ace, good tries for Jack, but Kraisin still swings through from upper and cleans them out. Oh, but another kill from Delsym. But Spent gets one back. 2 versus 2. Oh, the Molly gonna force Delsym out. Here comes the flash. It's a good flash. Kind of flash themselves, but only gets some tag damage. Trying to play ring around the Rosie. This flank needs to come in
Last
quick.
player standing.
All on Cheerleader. Are they watching? Are they suspecting? The run. And Spent is there to clean it up. Had the Molly, but couldn't use it. 4th round out on the board. Good
I knew this
post,
would
good
be
retake
easy,
there.
but mine is good.
It's so
4th round.
unfortunate right there because he really could have just walked up and shot him.
Placing
Yeah,
sentry.
the time was getting pretty close.
Yeah, it
though,
was
but yeah.
pretty close. Yeah,
Placing
risky
alarm
out
bot.
of take. It sucked for him.
Or
Placing
they
smoke
may have had a
grenade.
molly to work through, but it's so tough in those scenarios. You don't want to die with your util out.
Yeah.
Op still in that hand. Light by again. Royall though does have those knives. They're just
I think
Get out of my way.
Map's gonna need to spread
Here
this
comes
map
flashing
there,
off at will. Is Flash pushing up through, working their way up. Oh, good hold though potentially, and Will gets the great pick through the window. Gets a second through the window with the cleaning up Delsym. Gets one onto Legend. That's the op down. Oh, but Kraisin gets one onto drag. Does get stunned. Will they swing him in time?
remaining.
But the
Oh.
stun is just cosmetic. Spent gets another. Spent. Op will be picked up as well. Guns are being grabbed. And they're gonna get that Sova ult online as well. All ults will be available now, I believe, for
My ult is ready.
push to
You failed.
Quickfire.
Now flee.
I think yeah, they can't do it this round. They're gonna get a fake in there soon though. They're rotating off of these sites very fast.
Yeah.
It looks like there's been 5 hitting to be honest. So they're starting to rotate off the sites pretty fast. They can start sending rain on that lurk again.
Yeah, they've just been 4-hitting with a like quasi like mid hold from the Viper, and it's just not been enough.
I feel like mid isn't that important on Xbox. Like,
I think it's pretty vestigial. I think you can maybe send 1 or 2 people. You
There.
might be able to catch a rotation, but yeah, I think it's a trap, as that last round showed.
I've
They
got
tried to
your
fix it, but it
trail.
didn't get fixed. Ult's coming in, trying to work through. The flash comes in, but Spence holding this as 1-time box angle.
Enemy mark.
This forced off, but oh, just hops back up and cleans Royall's clock. Ulting it. Oh, the fucking Eagle weapons are
the
rolling in the
shotguns.
shotguns. 5. Quickly into a 4 versus 2. They want this round. The pit is being
Spike
invested.
planted.
Might just save here. Might just keep that op up. Let them have the round. Looks like
nah,
that's
I'd
what
make
they're
them. I'm
doing.
putting that KJ ult down.
I think you want to save it. It's just so tough. They can just leave the Viper in there to keep the ult up, and then they just reflood it back into the ult, and it's just such a tough position to be in.
There was a small, like, a little bit of me that wanted him to shoot so bad just randomly and to get that kill.
That'd be so bad. That would be a tilter. But it's like the second round should easily be secured. Hopefully they'll grab some gun upgrades for their troubles, and they do. Oh, running out now. Oh,
That's done.
well, cleans up. Cheerleader. Delsym. Oh, it's looking for more. Your money's not that good. You can't do that. And they will pick the better discretion at the end there. Second round out on the board for the Enforcers. They'll look to try to get some momentum building. But still, 4 ults are on the board here for our defenders. At this point, do you just invest the Viper all on one site, or do you save it for retake?
Alright, got the op. I'm gonna go for 2 picks here for Fortnite Legend.
Alright, Legend holding this top high angle. Just get utiled off. Gets away. Dog is hunting. Spent. Finds out. Rain of Blinds are being traded. Getting wall banged though. Spent only down to 11 HP already. Will get back sight. Traded in. Spamming through. Hermes is one. Spent gets another. 3 versus 5. There's that piece on 2. Then we'll get the 3rd. 6 rounds secured.
So all it takes is 1 kill. Now he's right back in the game.
You see?
Yeah, like 11 health, 17 health, and then here's one out that overhill.
Yep. That overhill. Absolutely hammering. Alright. Money. Still, just a weird light by having to come in again. 2 hero rifles coming out for MF. The money, once again, pretty outrageous for TT.
Playing
Dashing
it
in
well.
is Royall. Kraisin trying to play this tight angle. Probably just gets cleared here. You're gonna hide there. Oh my god. You gotta check this, right?
Oh,
You must.
it's gonna play perfectly.
See, somebody gets one. Gets out. But
Oh,
can't
yeah,
get
my
another.
rifle.
Royall will clean it up. That's a gun onto Royall. 4 versus 4. Spike is going down. Sticks it. Trying to get out. They're all just holding back sight. All 4 now are kind of encroached for mid. Mid in sight. Here comes that KJ. Oh, he's gonna have to fight this potentially. This is a deep KJ all too. Tapping. Will get 1. Gets 2. Gets another. But Legend cleans it. It's all on Legend. 1 versus 2. Gets this team, get it to half. Knives though, gets another. Oh, it's all on Ace. Who has the knife? He's still out. Dashing on. Oh, this is time. Getting so she's gotta play time at this point.
This is nothing.
Shouldn't have enough time. Dashing, goes big jump peek, and runs him down with a stinger. 3rd round on the board. Can't get out with the rifle though. But still, a round is a round at this point.
A round is a round. I'm trying to think about how Fortnite gotta play that better, but just some.
If everyone dies like that, they played really brave on that KJL. Honestly, I think that caught him by. That was good effect by them.
Royall just hiding behind that box, yeah.
Just committed to getting Cobb. He's like, I will get some here.
You gotta respect
versus
a player like that.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Just avoiding it. 2 players now working up B. 3 players on A. Drone clearing out mid. Finds no one. Drag collects Legend. Big first pick. Puts down numbers in their advantage. Spent though. Still lurking here. On A. Dog clearing no one. Trying to show pressure on both sides. It is kind of working. Players are now shifting over to that B side. The numbers are on A. The rotate might be coming in. Ooh, well though, does get A's, but they're still kind of committing to this spike rotation. Oh, this is a nasty hold underneath the KJ bot by Hermes.
You can
Dart
actually
will come in.
Scanning ahead.
Oh, here comes the Viper's Pit onto A. They've successfully juked him. Spike is going down B. Drag though, this is a big lurk timing for Drag. Gets the free kill onto Spent. Tries to take another duel mid. Breaks the turret. Hermes though will get Royall. Oh, what a shot onto Delsym. And well, and Kraisin clean up the last 2. 7 rounds now will be on the board.
Some beautiful shots.
Really.
So that's what I was saying they should do right there. Just like spread the map in. Because they're rotating pretty quickly on the side of MF. So it's something they need to be more disciplined.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you retake that well and hit your shots, you can get away with some mistakes.
I mean, they got 9 for Skybird to get info off rip. I mean,
yeah, 1 away from Royall. They're probably gonna try to fight these knives, try to get these knives onto Royall, you would assume. Really want to try to bring it to 7-5. Lining up A. So they're committing to play just like a full retake A potentially, which I kind of like. They're aggressively taking space here. Oh, this clinch could be brutal.
they're already.
MF needs to increase their pace. They know where they are by process of elimination. Going silently, but they know where they are. Late mollies coming in. Dogging through. Avoiding the util as well. Oh, Hermes is already so deep. Oh, and the seam Spent cleans up Royall. 4 versus 5. Oh, Flash comes in, trying to buy some time. Trading back and forth. Ooh, Delsym with the Sheriff gets 1. But Hermes and Kraisin trade back as well.
Last player
4 versus 2.
standing.
all on Delsym with the Sheriff. Tries to get one, but only just gets damage.
That was a
Round will
great
be
retake.
Secured. Really good retake. They just took so much space immediately. Quickly identified where the MF push was coming from and
Defuse
just
the
crunched
spike.
it.
In this cases like that where it's good applications are only cases like that though.
Yeah. All right.
Last round before the switch.
Should have rifles or knives here. We'll look to get that. I want to make it 8-4. Or they'll look to rely on the power of the 9-3 curse. It's certainly most powerful here on Icebox. Juggling that up into a nasty angle.
As a wall? Oh no, the wall did get their KJO, never mind.
Get out of my way.
Here comes the knives. Flash comes in, doesn't really clean, get spent. Oh, and just immediately
Nice
taps
shot.
Royall. Great shots. Bank is just frying. Here comes the ults, trying to take space. 5 versus 4. Spent still hasn't been dealt with up here. Just dodging all this util, but Delsym does clean him out. But Whale gets one, but Delsym gets another. Hermes gets one back
enemy
as well.
remaining.
Hermes, Delsym on 3. We'll need the 1v5 ace, but Kraisin cleans it up. 9-3 half.
I'm not gonna
Switching
say anything
sides.
about the score. I think we let's see how they play this. I'm interested in see how they're gonna play this
Yeah. Well,
this
what
offense.
was Kraisin got this. Both throwing that kind of default B wall.
There's a lineup for that wall? That's kinda crazy.
Yeah, you kind of can see where it is. It's not that. This is the more impressive lineup to get either mid or
Well, look, he did like a
Or
lineup
top
for it. That's
boiler.
not sad. I didn't know people did a lineup for that one.
I think you can a little easier freehand, but if you want it just right every time, there are a couple points you can look for.
Gotcha.
2 players mid, 3 players leaning that A side. Alright, just on a basic under orb. Well, immediately 3 players are crunching it though. Oh, and the dog, but just swinging it. Drag gets one. Hermes gets one back. 4 versus
Yes, sir.
4. Base taken. Like no longer secured. Trying to get out. Setting up for this quick 4-person crunch. Spike is going down. Drag gets one, but Spent trades right back onto Drag. 3 versus 3. Trying to walk out. Spent gets another, but Ace trades back onto Spent. 2 versus 2. Kraisin, though, is flanking up through Boiler. They do see him, though. Has to deal with this together.
One enemy remaining.
Hermes gets Delsym.
Last
All on Ace.
player
Gets
standing.
one. Taps it. Kraisin trying to work up. All the timing here. Oh, sees him. They see each other.
Oh.
Shots being traded back and forth. Both players needing to reload. Time getting a little low. Ace might have this timing here. And they do. Big round. Ace coming up. Clutch 4-3. And the defuse. 4th round now on the board. For
Clutch.
It's a good start for them. That's how they want to start off with that pistol round win. Want them to go ahead and win this next buy. And maybe even win the bonus after that.
Yeah, if you can
They
get it
need
to
to get some type of
9-6,
momentum.
it feels a little more doable.
Mm-hmm.
So if 9-6 quickly becomes 9-7, and then you really feel like you're more into the game. But can't count your rounds before they're on the board.
I'll say a problem MF may be having is some IGL problems because they do have 3 IGLs on their team. So that may be maybe something going on with that as well.
Yeah, I know Cheerleader is their primary, but yeah, if you have too many people, you can always run into the potential of too many cooks. Ace, though, does collect Spent, dashing on to site. Ace gets another. Delsym gets one. Spamming away.
One enemy remaining.
Ace swings through, gets 4. Big
Did somebody get
first 2
stomped
rounds
there?
from
Was
Ace.
it dog?
Is that what?
They were looking. They were stunned right there. What did they get stunned by? I didn't get
Could
to
have
see
been the
it.
dog, yeah, must
The
have been
dog.
the dog.
Okay.
That Trailblazer.
That's the only thing that can
Doing
stun.
some
So.
work. It's the only thing that can stun on this out of any agent in the lobby. Alright. Pretty strong bonus round here. They have that outlaw on Royall, and there are 3 players with light armor. That is dangerous.
Here.
And he's mixing up into these different angles. Kraisin now walking up B. This is a pretty nasty hold, though. Pushing up now is Cheerleader. Timing here. Legend, though, has worth him in. Ooh, but good ult. Will push him back. A little bit of the dance of the Vipers still continuing here over by B Garage. They've passed each other like ships in the night. I think Cheerleader saw the spike. Oh, the timing here. Oh, they may have timed. And this timing could have just been tragic because now they have the KJ walking up. What this timing is ridiculous.
They don't know.
I kind of know. Oh, they hear the steps now, though.
Placing
They
swarm
know there's
grenade.
one on B. It's just what can Cheerleader's timing grant them here?
Spike planted.
Should be able to get a free kill on one of them. Oh no. He's almost too patient. Gets one, but it's immediately traded back by Kraisin. Into a 3 versus 4.
Still in sight.
Drag swinging out. Spectre in hand. Trying to take that backside. Does see one up top. Dart comes in. Dart misses. Ace gets another onto Hermes. Fight for control. Drag gives Kraisin. Delsym gets Fortnite. That's the bonus.
9-6. Okay.
9-6. They'll be forced onto a save. Will Quickfire might be give a little dangerous light by here because they have gotten the spike down. But and some rifles carried over into this next round. Fire now taking a timeout, feeling potentially that they're about to lose control of this map, trying to reset. What adjustments do you think they need to make?
Looks like I'm trying to see how they're just taking the site, spreading the map, kind of what they were doing. So they gotta. I mean, to be honest, that A round was just very unlucky with the timing and everything. But I mean, what was that B? My bad, B round.
That was B,
last
yeah,
round. But yeah, timing's unlucky right there a little bit. But I think they can figure it out. They gotta maybe switch up what sites they're how they're playing it. But it's gotta really, they just gotta figure it out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they could just maybe just be like the util time is just like a little bit off. They're just not getting their flash values. It's like that happened to MF a little bit as well, where they were throwing the right util, but it just wasn't collecting their opponents. But yeah, you'll see. Will they start maybe working their own fakes in? I feel like they haven't faked as much in these initial rounds. We'll have to see. They are on this light by 3 sheriffs and 2 SMGs. Op in the hands of Royall. Ace electing to be a Guardian Gamer. Oh, here comes the weird mid shove that you do on your eco round. So like these often end in disaster. There's normally no one watching it. It's Drag though.
Oh.
It's the first and gets out. Needs to keep running away. Legend dashes through. Gives him the Legend wins it out. The spray transfer not working through. Gun now in the hand of Fortnite, but immediately traded back by Cheerleader. Well though, gets Cheerleader with the sheriff as well. Royall. Oh, this is ugly place to be. Just a classic and an op. One swings in, gets it, gets opt. Oh, Kraisin
One
collects
enemy
Royall
remaining.
on Delsym. Now Whale, 1 versus Ace. Will clean it up. Ace being the steady hand on these defensive rounds.
Team Ace.
They're just making a couple of small mistakes that are just costing them these
That's what I
rounds.
like to say.
Yeah, I mean, that was both teams turned into a very frenetic end of that round. Once Spike got down, they went through mid. But the gun advantage in the end, allowing MF to take that round. Rifles, though, back into hands of both teams. Op still in the arms of Royall. They're just see where this fight comes from. Oh, it's taking that classic A angle. And they are potentially about to push into that. Dive comes in, Dart comes in, trying to clear that close angle will, but reveals nothing. Legend, though, will clean up Drag under mid. Oh, Earl misses, and damage is dealt to them by Spent. Oh, 2 players now lurking up mid. Oh, this timing could be very deadly. Delsym is here to meet it. It's going to need to get 2 here. Runs into 2, gets 1. And they get 2. They cannot. Kraisin will clean them up. 4 versus 3. Now numbers advantage in the hands of Quickfire. Oh, Cheerleader, though, has worked their way up here.
It's a great spot.
Oh, the wall could do them. Oh, does Hermes clear it? They do, and they win the fight. Oh, very quickly into a
Spike
4 versus
planted.
2. Oh, and there's one in the kitchen already. Kraisin straying away, gets away with 30 HP in their life. Ace, though, swings in, gets the kill. 3 versus 2. Oh, catches the utility. Ace gets another. 2 versus 2. It's evening out, but Well is playing back sight.
One
Finding
enemy
the Snowman.
remaining.
Spent gets one onto Ace. Royall in a 1 versus 2. Both players Snowman. This is a tough position for Royall to be in. Blind comes in. Royall just holding it, holding the angle. Has to walk through. Time ticking away. Tick. Finds the first. Can't find the first. Whale cleans it up. The little jump heat getting in the way. 10th round on the board. A little bit of stabilization here for Quickfire.
Quickfire said they're not gonna just lay down that easy. Gonna let them come back. They're gonna got some fight in them still, so nice to see that.
Yep,
See how far this game goes. Like it might be going a distance here.
we could. Econ now beginning to swing into the favor of Quickfire, but it is still very delicate for both teams here. Winning this round definitely could set them up. Knife sees nothing off the rip. 5 players though now just hammering down A. Wall played. Oh, Ace is droned off. Holds this tight angle, but Legend
You should run.
will collect it. Here comes the attacking KJ ult. Delsym gonna need to stand strong on site. Tries to, but Legend gets their second of the round. Now aggressing forward. Encounters Cheerleader, picks up their third. Very quickly into a 5 versus 2. Big aggression. They're waiting out there. Royall will trade back onto the Jet. 4 versus 2. Once again, Drag and Royall need to find more. They get down into a 3 versus 2. Oh, does Kraisin have a lineup? Is he about to be the villain? Darts are out. They're just playing for so much util. They have the Sova ult as well. This is a brutal
One enemy
2.
remaining.
Kraisin collects Drag. It's all on Royall again. Gets
Poison's
one,
gone.
but needs to find so much more. 2 players. Time is getting so low. I don't think the time is in
Doesn't happen.
Royall's favor. They need to get an exit if they can, and they can't get that. Trying to run away. Try not to die to the spike. Clean him
Oh,
up.
he was so close.
11th round now on the board.
Alright, looks like the Quickfire is getting back in their groove.
Yep. They have seem to have arrested their skid a little bit. Now, just really committing a lot into this round. The money is so fragile for MF. Buying into this next round, if they lose this, it's not something they can be considering as they try to put 8 rounds onto the board. Royall trying to get these knives, also just gonna try to judge someone. Kraisin is waiting for it, but Kraisin is no match for the bop of the judge. It's now a gun in the hands of Royall, as well as ult. Royall just getting out, taking that and leaving. Players now holding up on that mid, being held up by this alarm bot, electing not to break it just yet. Spent there now, working up B long. Could have confrontation here. Duelist versus duelist. Most of the players, though, still working A with us. The spike is. Royall and Spent do encounter. Light damage traded, but not much. Royall just getting out. Drag will collect well. But Legend, though, gets ace. 3 versus 4. Numbers still favoring MF. Spike has been taken. Where's the spike going, though? Spent. Oh, good blind. We'll get through, but Delsym does get Fortnite. 3 versus 2. Well, now holding this B-long spike. Potentially now going up mid. Handling that. Do they take this mid to A or mid to B? Drag sees one. Oh, but he misses. Now has to deal with this encounter with Spent. Can't win it. It's a 2 versus 2, and Spent gets the overheal. Royall, though, knows they're coming. Needs to make something happen
30
here.
seconds left.
Holding for Snowman. Do they know Royall is this deep, though? Not exactly exploring it. Hermes and Delsym about to have a very important contract here.
One enemy
Hermes
remaining.
wins it out, leaving Royall in yet another 1 versus 2, and Hermes cleans it up. 12th round on the board. We
Match
felt like a
point.
winning position for MF for that round.
It really
Yanked
did.
away from them in a series of headshots.
I did say Hermes had some good aim.
Yep, 5
Just
chances
showed it off right
now.
there.
5 chances for Quickfire. Take this map.
I'm actually surprised they didn't call a timeout.
I'm a little shocked as well. Manage out 4 rifles, and they will have jet knives here. They will have that blade storm. Dart coming in. Util exchanged here. A main. Oh, Spent. Oh, Spent collects ace for his big first pick. Delsym just trying to delay, using the KO, but it's getting pushed as well. Legend swings on through. Delsym though does get one, trying to trade back. Battling like their life depends on an on-site 4 versus 4. Just gonna leave. Oh, but they're just kind of delaying. Still 3 players here. A lot of deep aggression has been taken by Cheerleader, trying to hold.
The hunt begins.
Spent Rift's ult. Does swing out. Both Reynas are in Empress. Drag gets the kill though. 3 versus 4. Still 2 powerful ults
Viper's
are
watching
on
that
the
flank
board.
out. Make sure you don't come
Yeah.
out. Better walk right into
Oh,
it.
peeks into it, gets one,
My ultimate
gets
is
out.
ready.
That's huge. 2 versus 4. Need to maintain their numbers. They try to put an 8th round on the board and stave off map and match point. Delsym holding strong. They are working their way up into A now. They do have this Viper's
30
pick.
seconds left.
Oh, Hermes, what a shot onto
Reveal the
Delsym.
area.
3 versus 2.
Welcome to my
Here
world.
comes the pit.
Poison's off.
Becoming harder. They do have the counter pit if they want it though. But Hermes still has this Sova ult. Makes this so difficult.
We're
Hermes
gonna
pokes
kill
out with
him.
the gun barrel
One
first.
enemy remaining.
Oh.
Drag cleans it up. It's all on Kraisin, 1 versus 3. Trying to take their team across the line. Gets 1.
One enemy remaining.
Gets 2. Gets 3.
Oh, Kraisin!
Attackers
Kraisin
win.
with the 1.
I was just about to say
3
it's
clutch.
winnable, but he did it too fast. No, did he?
Kraisin securing that for their team. A closer second map, but Quickfire
Very
reigns supreme tonight.
Very good team. Like I said, I haven't got to see much of this MF team, so I didn't really know too much about them. But this Quickfire team was looking pretty good.
Very strong showing from them tonight, taking the 2-0 series matchday victory. Spent showing strong, both duelists showing very strong across these maps for TT.
Going over some stats. Spent top fragging again in both games. Probably about almost half his combat score for the first game.
Yeah, well, couldn't, a little unsustainable, but still 5 first bloods. Ace and Drag leading the way for MF and their valiant effort, but just not enough tonight.
Alright, I think y'all are going to be heading to an interview with some of the players.
We're going
Yeah,
to
so-
a break here to set up an interview, and we'll be back with an interview for you.
With some of the
One of the
players
members of
from
TT.
TT.
We don't belong together. You deserve so much better. No, this won't last forever. Time to let go. I will lay you down. We don't belong together.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Chris had to step away, so joining me for the interview will be the retired god, aka Paco. You all know him, you all love him. And joining us from the victorious TT Quickfire is the fun trio of Kraisin, Spent, and Whale. Welcome on, guys.
Thank you for having us on.
So impressive 2-0 from you guys. Both it was an interesting match between you guys and the Enforcers going in. Both teams with really some of the highest round differentials in the league. But I think records are not obviously where you'd want them to be. But you guys took a big step towards improving that tonight. So congrats. I'm sure it felt pretty good to get a nice dominant 2-0 on the board.
Yeah, it was.
All right, good, honestly.
Yeah.
I have a question for you guys.
What's up?
I feel like a lot of people in the Apprentice tier have counted you guys out. At the start of the season, you know, ranking you guys kind of low. People didn't see the vision. How have you guys maintained this vision and being the real underdogs of Apprentice, unlike KC? I mean, how does it feel to go 2-0 against what's considered to be one of the top playoff contenders?
Yeah, so at the beginning of the season, we had a lot of people that got drafted to TT Apprentice. So we just kind of had to trial everybody and, you know, see who worked, gelled well with everybody else, and along with roles too. But once we got down to our core 5, even though we didn't really start off hot in preseason or in the regular season, I just kept telling everybody, just relax, trust me, I got you guys. And you can obviously see that everybody here on the team does trust me in my ability to call, and we're getting the results that we wanted. And then as underdogs, I just hope that this proves a point. But if people still want to talk and doubt us, then that's them. But we let the results speak for themselves.
I like that. Anybody else?
I mean, go for it, Spent.
I mean, we've been counted out every match day so far, except for fighting PA. We just let results talk instead of yapping in Apprentice chat.
Respectable. What's that? Going to you. How about that Phoenix? Interesting comp overall for you guys with the kind of running the Phoenix. Still managed to deal pretty well with that Cypher utility, despite not having kind of the classical Rays relying on those, you know, Sova util. But is it just like a pure comfort pick to be on Phoenix, or is there some other part of the kit that you just find really useful on Sunset?
Mostly a comfort pick.
Are you the Spence reincarnate?
Basically, I've been compared to him since I joined, so basically.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, you were absolutely frying both maps. It was really cool to see because, I mean, you don't see Phoenix often, you don't see Reyna often, and it seemed like, you know, it was just a big middle finger to the other team. Like, yeah, I know what's supposed to work, but I'm just gonna fry. Is that kind of the mindset?
Basically just run it down, shoot bodies.
I like that. I like that. Whale.
What's up?
Not a crazy performance, being that spent, took crazy spotlight away from the rest of the team, but I mean, you play your role super well. Did you find any exploits in your timings and all the lurks playing against this team?
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, you guys have seen from the maps, I didn't necessarily need to lurk or time anything necessarily at all. I stayed with the team, held push outs, the bog standard stuff. It's not like before where everyone just knew me as a person who's constantly looking for a timing or a lurk. And I think for the most part that catches people off guard, that instead of a 3-man hit, it's a 4-man hit. Something along those lines.
Yeah.
Try to stay tidy. Don't want to overextend and stuff.
And follow-up question, and I guess anyone can answer this one though. What was your kind of reaction to not seeing a Sentinel on Icebox whatsoever? And did that change your game plan at all?
So yeah, was a little caught off guard with their comp just based off of what they had ran in the past, but it worked out in our favor, just because they don't have like anything really to hold the lurks other than an actual body, so it worked out in our favor, as you can tell. But
yeah, and those back stages, the closing stages of that second map, you guys won a lot of numbers disadvantage kind of post plants. Any like real secret to that, or is it just playing compact and staying together, being ready to trade?
Just everybody on TT, I mean minus myself, is better, can out aim anybody else in the tier. So I just have a lot of trust in everybody that if we do have a disadvantage, that we can still come out on top with a round win and then snowball that into really big momentum for following rounds.
So I'm not sure you're allowed to say that when you 1v3 and to close out the map, but I appreciate the humility.
It was Viper ult, so that doesn't really count.
Fair. So, you have a pretty unique play style. I mean, I don't think anybody plays nearly as slow as you guys, except for Fnatic. Is Boaster your mentor? Do you know him on a personal level?
I mean, would be really cool if I did, but no, don't really take any inspiration from like pro players, even though I do admire a lot of people just because of where they're at in their
Like Jit Boys.
career. Yeah, but but no, we just kind of figure out what works for us, what works for me personally, and then try and get everybody else on board with it. And these guys here on TT have been super adaptive and accepting of the playstyle change from what they've been used to. So just real big kudos to everybody on the team and giving that trust to me and basically changing everything up that they're used to doing.
Nice.
All right, we're kind of getting to the back half now of this first kind of run through the round robin. Is there any team you're still looking forward to playing, or potentially looking even farther down the road, a rematch that you'd really like to get to sink your teeth in?
I know we got KC coming up next week, and then
the underdog versus the underdogs.
Who's the real underdog, But no, KC with since they won the championship last year, and then of course LG being runner-ups, and then MF just the names on that roster. I know some of them personally, and just from their performances that I've seen here in VDC, just so far exceptional players, and just can't really wait to see how everybody else changes in the future.
Nice. Well, that's all from me. I mean, if you have any more questions.
I think that's it for me as well. Thanks for joining us, guys. Congrats on on your 2-0s. You shoot up the standings.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
having us.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Good luck on your games Wednesday, and we'll see everyone again real soon for some more exciting VDC games this upcoming week.
Well, thank you, stream. Bye.
Call the nation.